The proposed 10.5% property tax increase has been much discussed over the last couple of weeks as part of this budget process. Today was an opportunity for the public to start chiming in as part of the public budget process. And with the meetings that took place today, that many more people had their say. Special interest groups and individuals chiming in many different ways.
85% clearance rate, and guess what? You guys have not solved nothing.
Tempers flared with debate over whether or not Toronto police should see a budget increase at all. The city says it's willing to offer up another $8 million. The union showed up claiming it's not enough.
Since 2010, our city has grown by 460,000 people. That's a 13% increase in the population, while the number of police officers has declined by almost 600 officers.
We are here to talk about the harm that the Toronto police have been and continue to cause in this city, the immeasurable cost and toll of policing, not just in the dollars that are measured in this room, but in our lives.
When there is will, it's a possibility.
Outside City Hall, housing advocates coming together with a call for more funding to support tenants facing rent evictions and more building inspections under the city's rent safe TO program.
We are sick and tired. We cannot continue living like that. This is a city, the biggest city in all Canada, and we are still having to live with pests, to live with mold, to live with these repairs.
One after the next, each with specifics on their mind, while the city grapples with what is now a budget deficit of nearly $1.8 billion. But will any of the points being made today make a difference in the end?
If there are different funding sources that should arise, and we can fix some of the things that community members are raising as sort of red buttons within the budget, things they're very worried about, we list those and we sit down and conference over them.
Meanwhile, in Scarborough, while another budget meeting offered people in that part of the city a chance to have their say, the TTC Riders organization had people signing what they called an invoice for lost time without a proposed busway to replace the decommissioned RT.
We need funding for it right away in the City Council budget. This is why we're here. There is nothing in the City Council budget right now that's been proposed. There's no funding there currently for this RT corridor replacement.
Then there are those who are willing to show up and offer their thoughts on the city's budget more bluntly.
I do not like to pay taxes. I do not want a 10 to 16% tax increase. I also do not like going to the dentist or preparing for a colonoscopy.
Everyone has their own way of expressing their interests. As for the ask of the federal government for that much more money, $200 million plus to help with the refugee situation, there was a private meeting that took place over the course of the weekend between Mayor Olivia Chow and Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland. We don't know exactly what took place during the course of that meeting, aside from a couple of social media posts. We do know that the city has said it wants answers in terms of what kind of money can be made available this week before the budget process continues.